Hey, oh, I'm looking at the wrong TV, folks. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. As you can see, I've got two great guests with me tonight. My old buddy Bill.
Hey, Steve, it's always a pleasure to be here.
Buddy, I'm glad to get you back down here with us, Bill. Mike, good to have you.
Oh, Mike here, buddy.
Yes. You know, folks, I'm just honored to be with two great people, and I think the world of both of them. I want to say hello to Dad and say hello to Polly.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir.
And
old Dad there. Hi, Dad. Old Billy boy, thanks a lot of you.
Yeah, and I told him yesterday, I said, Bill said to tell you hello. He just nodded his head. And so, Dad, I hope you're getting to watch us. And, folks, you know, it's Memorial Day weekend, and I can't say enough or how to say it, the right words of thanking our service people, the past and the present. I mean, a lot of sacrifices made for us to have the freedoms that we have, and a lot of times we take it for granted. But I'm telling you, I'm thankful for, you know, where else can you go, Bill, and go fishing and get to do what we get to do for pleasure.
Do anything that you want to do, old buddy. That's the good part about this country here. You ain't tied down to nothing. You're free to go whatever you want to do.
But it is, and we've got some great resources here. You know, a lot of places their day was tied up fishing, but it's to have something to eat.
That's
Bill.
right. That's exactly right.
And so we're real fortunate here, and thank all these service people for that. And you know, I don't know what else to say. I mean, there's nothing you can say. It's just thank you, and appreciate those people. And we'll honor them come Monday, and be great. We've got some film tonight. Got a little fishing film on Watch Bar. I think it's Mike and Wesley and myself down there. Or it might have just been me and Wes. I can't remember. And it's been a long time since I've seen it. And then we got some footage, and I will be embarrassed when I tell you this. I got some footage from down at the St. Jude's tournament that morning before we blasted off. And then that afternoon we came back in, and dadgum, my battery was dead on my camera. And but I got just a little bit of, you know, not much of the way in. I was trying to film and was weighing in, and it kept blacking out on me, and I finally got out of the sun where I could see what it says. It says low battery. And I blamed Herschel for it, Bill.
Yeah, got to.
Yeah, he's using my camera to show the film off of, and I didn't think a thing about that thing eating up the battery power. So when I got down there at the lake, you know, it worked. The last thing he told me was charge the camera. Now he's saying that now, but anyway, I blamed him for it, and folks, but it was my fault, and I, you know, like I said, and matter of fact, Herschel and I are on the track of another battery right now, so we don't want that to happen again.
That's right. There you
that
go.
little battery's real small, and you can slide it in your pocket, and you've got plenty of battery power.
Sometimes these fish get too hard to run out of battery. You got to get every bite that counts.
That's right, Bill. That's right. Exactly right. But anyway, we've got some of that to show you, and then I've got some night fishing film that I shot Tuesday evening and Tuesday till about 11:30. I got Tim Ward and his daughter. Tim called me and asked me if I'd take him if we could go fishing, and I said, yeah, I'd love to. And he said, well, I want my daughter Amy to go with us. I said, hey, that's fine with me. And buddy, we had a ball, and I'm telling you, it just wonderful pleasure trip, and to see that little young girl have such a good time. Bill, I can't wait till we see that. So anyway, that's the fishing film we've got tonight. And then Mike's going to demonstrate, give us another little bait here, bait demonstration, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get into the film and get back with you when Herschel gets through showing. Get your rod before you lose it. Folks, old Wes got a fish on there. Yeah, got a boy, Wes. That's the way to get started. Yep. Yes, sir. You got to catch them lilies before you can get the big ones. Okay, bud. Good deal. Back in the water, folks. Wes and I are down here filming watch bar fishing and fishing in the jungle, Wes. Yep. Fishing in the jungle. Get your bait ready and get another. Remember, sponsors, folks. Appreciate every one of them. Got to have them to do the show, and we're going to stay at it and be back shortly. Okay, Wes, come on. All right, folks, Wes got him another fish there. Attaboy, Wes. Good job, buddy. Good job. There you go. All right, and grab him tight now. Get the hook and stop. There you go. Now you got him. Good job. Mash his tongue down. That's good. All right, a boy. Coming out of that jungle right there, folks. Another one of them jungle fish, Wes. Yep. All right, man. Good deal. Let's go.
Well, you know what that is, don't you?
Yeah, I see what it is.
Goodness gracious.
One of them silver carp.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Exactly what that is.
Yeah, he hit that bird. I didn't snake him. He hit it.
Yep.
Dang, Wes, them powerful fish.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, powerful. All right, now we've got him here now. Maybe I can have them needles pulled up.
Right here.
Okie dokie. All right. All right, folks. Wes got another fish on here. Yeah, bring him on up here, Wes. A lot of them lilies, ain't you, bud? Okie dokie. All right, we'll get him off here.
It's a pound per minute deduction, and after 5 minutes, gentlemen, it's a disqualification. If you haven't tried them today, my phone number is 865 776 6387. Call me. We will try to find some way to help you if we can get someone from Bunch Green here for service at the ramp. If they can reach about that from the third department, we will try to get them to help you. I have a random drawing today for door prizes. You guys will have a shot at the door prize. Your name will be tagged on it. You'll be assisted with the door prizes. You try to bring up the rough top. Come by and text your name, but don't call them out. You must claim your door prize at the tournament. If you do not claim it, it's when we pack up the lane. If it's still here, it's your thing. It's your property. You must claim it today. Can't claim it of it. There's no reason it's still right here. How's your day, man?
Hey, folks, we're here at the weigh-in and seeing what's going on here.
16.19. Way a big fish.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
That's it. Let's get these in water.
All right. We get over here and see if we can find out who's leading.
Check the the door prize tent. You must claim your prizes here today. Prize sponsored by the Rhone Alliance. And Big Fish Largemouth goes to the team of Glenn Carter and Kenny Roberts with 5.45 largemouth. Come on up, guys. Still got a bunch of door prizes they can claim. Come on up here, buddy. All right, I'd like to present you.
Hey folks, we're up here on Norris Lake. I got Amy Ward and Tim Ward with me, and we just got a right opportunity and come up here and try these fish out, and we hope to find these smallmouth, and maybe Amy can catch her several of them. We hope. So remember our sponsors. Can't do it without them, and we'll get back with you shortly. Hopefully we'll have some fish on the line.
Yeah.
All right, folks, Amy's got a good fish on right there. Buddy, you talking about beginner's luck now, Tim. Look at that. Just hold on there. Just hold on. Just hold him right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man, that's a nice one. Buddy, I tell you what, that's beginner's luck, Tim. All right, now then. That's good, Amy.
Grab it, Amy.
Can you hold it? All right. Now then. Buddy, I tell you what, Tim.
That's a nice fish.
Huh? Amy's got beginner's luck. I'm telling you what, that's a nice one. Turn it around here sideways where I can get you in the fish both. Get back just a little bit. Oh, yeah, man. Amy, that's wonderful. Hold the fish up just a little higher. Good job, buddy. All right. Yeah, put him back in the water.
You want to stay? Let's take a picture and send it to Kevin.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Let Amy take a picture. Look how black that thing is.
Okay, let me hold him up.
Let Amy Snapchat it to Kevin and Kevin.
All right. There you go. Send them a picture, Amy.
Yeah, that'll kill them out, son.
Oh, I know.
You've already got one. They probably.
All right, folks, we got another fish on here. Amy's got another one on. I tell you, that bait she's got on is definitely working. Just ease up on him. There you go. Yeah, just whenever you. Oh, yeah, look at there, how pretty that fish is in that clear water. Man, why? What about that, Tim Ward? Huh? I'm gonna put her up here on the trolling motor, and I'm gonna get in the middle of the boat. Yes, sir. All right, let me get a hold of you. All right, Amy. Now then, go ahead and get your bait out. Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yeah, just bend it right back. Just push back on the head of it. That's like that. Here you go. You take the camera and hold it on the fish, and I'll get him loose, and then you can hold the fish up, okay? See there how you do that? And just push right back on it. Buddy, that's all right. All right, Amy, you got your fish?
Yep.
Get a good grip? Good deal. Good job, buddy. All right, back in the water. Oh, man, ain't they pretty in that clear water? I'm telling you. All righty, good job. Let's get another one. Tim, me and you's getting skunked.
Oh, buddy.
Huh, you're going to have to change baits or something. Try to get the fish out in the water, Amy, if you can. When I get him up where you can see him, that sun's going to make it a little harder to film him, but there he comes. Look at there, Amy. Man, ain't that pretty? Look at there. God, yeah, see him down there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Look at there. Whoa, come here, buddy. Yeah, buddy. All right. Well, it's 2-1. Tim.
God, that's a nice one.
Yeah, 2-1. I thought he was a lot bigger. I thought he was a lot bigger than that.
Hey. You know, in a minute, I'm going to start taking pictures. I might well you count them. Take a picture of your camera.
All right, folks. There's another fish. That's 3 in the boat, and we're going to get another. Okay, Amy, thank you for filming that. All right, Amy. We got to have film for the show. Oh, yeah, look at him down there. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? Man alive, there ain't nothing like it. I'm telling you. That is pretty. Boy, come here, bud. We just want to put you on TV, and we'll turn you loose. Yes, sir. the hook out of him. Well, I can't get my finger. I'm gonna have to get my pliers. Maybe get the hook out of it. It's down there just a little further than what I can punch it back with my finger. There we go. Now, what do you think? All right, here we go, back in. There we go. Fish,
It's a big whatever it is. I bet it's a catfish.
I don't know. It's a pretty good sized fish, whatever he is, but he ain't acting like he's wanting to come
That's
up.
like a catfish.
I'm hoping it's a big small man.
If it is, it's a big one.
I don't know. He wants to run and then he wants to pull in a circle. Oh, now, bud, just come on up here. Let's get a look at you and see what you are. All right, don't wear yourself out. Come on. Ooh, now. It's going to take me a minute, Amy. It's going to take me a minute. Yeah, that's what it is. Huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
fish.
bud. You got a good picture of that, ain't you, Amy?
Yep.
Lord.
All right, good deal. Perfect. Good deal. You wore yourself out. Wore yourself out. Oh, yeah.
God, let me get a good picture of that.
Yeah, let me get him up here and get him unhooked, and we'll be in business.
That's a pretty name.
Yes, sir.
Hold it up right there. Let me get a picture on this.
Yeah, that fish right there is 19 inches.
Oh.
That's a nice one. Yeah, buddy, he's a good one. All right. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Back in the
Hang
water?
on a minute. I'm going to Snapchat it to Kevin. That's a good one. I'll get him. I got it.
All right. They've eat the dang hair off my bait already. Yeah, here we go, folks. Old Tim's got a good fish on right here now. Yeah, boy. Pretty good little fish, too. Yeah, the boy, Amy. You drag? Yeah, that's all right. Shucks, oh, I see him down there. Boy, that's a nice one. Golly bum, dang gone, man, that's a good one. Hold the light on him, Amy. Hold on now, bud. Come here now, I'll get you. All right, man. Yeah, buddy. Good job. You got him, Tim. Got him? All righty. Yes, sir. Nice fish, bud. Sure is. Boy, that's all right, man. Good deal, Tim. That's good, son. All righty. Back in the water.
Take a picture of your camera.
Yeah. Here, Amy, let me have that light.
I like this outfit, right? You're talking about a rig, right?
Yeah, I do too. That's good, man. Excellent. Excellent.
Got him, Amy?
Got him, Amy? All right, back in the water.
Fish.
Okay, bud. On right here, Amy's got the camera. We're trying to get him in. There he is, Amy. Oh yeah, he don't like that light. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. All righty.
Let me take a picture of yours so you know.
Come here now, bud. Just hold still. There we go.
She's going to get a picture of her camera too, so that wasn't camera.
Okay. Getting a picture here. Got him on camera and getting him on picture too. All right, Amy, back in the water. Okay, good deal. All right, folks, old Amy's got a fish on right here again. Oh man,
Broke my line.
broke her line. Son of a gun.
She has the worst luck.
But she sure has. She had beginner's luck, now she's had bad luck. Son of a gun. All right, Amy, we'll get you another bait on here and get you back in the water. All right, folks, old Amy's got another fish on here. She just had her line broke. There you go. All right, good job, buddy. Tim, we're getting skunked, huh? I'm telling you, can you run the trolling motor? I'm gonna get in the middle of the boat.
It's
All right, here you go. It's just you hooked that and just right through the nose. That's exactly where you want to get them.
You want to take a picture with your camera?
Good deal. Fine job.
I'll get a picture of it.
Yes, sir.
Get an extra trailer up today.
All right, we got plenty of trailers.
Let's see. Shine it up.
Okay. Yeah, let me get back here. Now,
Yeah.
now how's that? I can't. Now then.
You got a shadow on it. There you go. Hold it up there.
Get it?
You got move you on shadow right there. There. I believe we got it.
All right, good job. Okay, let's get your bait fixed. All right, folks. Amy has got another fish on back-to-back cast. I'm telling you.
yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Out there the fish is, if I can get him up, see the light. Now, don't lose him now, Amy. I mean back-to-back cast.
He's swimming
He's swimming
now.
up. There he comes right there. Yeah, good picture of him. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, easy now. Yeah, that's a good job. I swear. Lord have mercy. And I'm throwing the same bait, except it's a little heavier, and that's got to be the difference. And a different trailer. Buddy, that's good, Amy. All right. Turn around here where I can get you, and then I'll shine the light for your dad. All right. Good job. Okay. All right, Amy, get him out there in the water. Can you see him?
Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy. Yes, sir. That's them North Lake smallmouth. Ain't nothing like it. Man, you look there. That gun you rascal, you. Come here. Come here. Got you.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
All right. Yes, sir.
Take a picture of your camera before you throw it in.
Got him, Amy?
Yep, I see him.
Okay, buddy. Good deal. Get you a picture.
Got it.
All right, back in the water. All right, folks. Amy's got one of these little old red eyes up here on North Lake, and yeah, there you go, Amy. That's a nice one.
That's all she's talking.
Thank you.
Back in the water. All right. Here we go, Amy.
That was battery back there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at there. Buddy, ain't that a pretty fish?
Yep.
Oh, now, bud. Just take it easy here, and we'll get you right back in the water. Oh, look how brown he is. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, buddy. What do you think, Amy? Back in the water?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, here we go. All right. All right. Here we go. We're back, folks, and Bill, like I said, we had a great trip up there Tuesday evening. Had a great trip.
Made a little girl real happy.
Made a little girl real happy. Was glad we got out there before dark, and we had we left town here in Oliver Springs there at 6 o'clock, and got up there just right about 7, and got out there, and she was casting her bait out, and I redone her bait when we first got there, and put her on a little something different than what she had on there, and she was casting it, and I got her there, and I said, now look, Amy, here's what you got to do. And I said, just throw that thing out there, and you let it hit the bottom, and you know how we fish that thing, just easy, slow. And I said, now don't just throw your line back at it. You got to follow your bait down. I said, a heavier bait will sink a little faster, and a lighter bait's a little slower, and you just got to compensate.
Give it time.
Give it time. I said, and buddy, it wasn't no time flat. She had one on, and then it was the after she got us up 2-0. I told Tim, I said, something's got to give here. I said, this is bad business, you know. We got a rookie here, and she's catching them between the two of us.
Yeah.
So anyway, she had a ball, and I'm tickled to death. That's exactly what you want to do with a young person, and the fish were biting good, and she was just enjoying herself, and that was great. And so,
you know, they always said that a woman had a better feel than a man anyway,
right.
And they let everything go, and they won't get excited.
Yeah.
And when they feel that fish, they just sort of let the fish take over. Where we jerk the bait away from them.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And she done a good job. She missed several fish. She had one good fish on, and it got around behind the boat and hit the big motor and knocked it off. And then the next bite when she set the hook, she broke her line.
Yeah.
And I said, well, that may, probably hit the fin on the motor or whatever,
right.
and nicked that line.
Yeah.
And just kept fishing, and then the next bite, it broke. She got her line broke, and I retied her bait on there for her and got her fixed back up. But we had a great time, and that was the main thing. Now we're going to talk about what we caught the fish on up there. As you saw, the first film was Wesley and I down on Watts Bar, and we were flipping and pitching back several weeks ago. I think it was around May the 9th or something like that, catching them out of the jungle. The heavier the structure, the better chance of getting a good one was.
That's right.
And so Wes was having a ball doing that, and we were pitching brush hogs and a jig occasionally, them two baits, and throwing a little crankbait occasionally. And I thought that was a silver carp there that I had, but Bill and I were talking, and I think it was a buffalo.
That's what it looked like to me, son. The old timey buffalo, they used to be a really good eating fish.
Yeah.
Back in my days, there's a lot of people used to
fish
on
for
the Clinch River, son. They take that there 4-prong gig and get them a mess of them buffaloes.
Yeah.
And they were good eating back in them days.
Yeah, I think that's what that was, because he hit
that's
that
what
plug.
It really looked like.
Yeah, I thought when it first rolled up, I said, that's one of them silver carp. No. Then I get to thinking about it. I said, no, I bet that's one of them dang buffaloes, sure as the world. And talking to Bill about it, and he saw it, and so we think that's maybe what it was. But he sure did hit that plug. I mean, buddy, I thought, oh, man, I had a dandy on there. But anyway, the night fishing trip, folks, Bill knows, I know, May, June is the ticket, Bill.
It really is, Steve. I know, I don't get to fish as much as I used to, but I'm always going to make arrangements to fish the month of June some way or other if I'm able to do what I want to do. I'm going to go for the month of June, and looks like I'm going to get to go this June. It's coming up after Memorial Day here, and get everybody off in the lake, and where you just got a few people to content with, but they're fishermen too. The fishermen don't bother me at all.
Right.
It's the people that's running up and down the lake, don't know where they're at, and nothing else that really bothers you fishing.
Yeah, you gotta watch.
They're having a good time themselves, so I just don't want none of them to get hurt.
Right, I hear you. But anyway, the fish is biting pretty good there on Norris, and we may get to try them one more time here this weekend.
I hope so anyway.
Yeah, I do too, buddy. I sure do. But, I'm going to tell you the key to that thing was, I think, no thinking about it, I know what it is. We've done it many a time. It's the size of the bait. It's like I explained it to Amy and Tim. We're still early in the season, the growing season. Look, think about your garden, you know.
Well, you got to think about the bait.
That's right. That's exactly
the
right.
spawn is it's just been over here in the last few months here, and the bait is small.
That's right. Exactly.
You take up in September, October, November, the bait is great big, and the bigger the bait, the better the bait. Everything is.
That's right.
But right now, the bait's small, and the smaller baits is going to work better.
They did there the other night. They were throwing some baits. As all it took for that girl, for Amy, to catch some fish, and Tim had a big old black and blue jig on, half ounce, maybe 3/4, and he wasn't getting any bites. And I took and said, let's change up. And we sat down there and tied him on a P&J jig that just had a little bit of skirt on it.
Yeah.
And buddy, it didn't take him but a minute there. He had a fish.
That's right.
And
That's right.
that they just didn't. And then as something as subtle as the trailer, downsizing the trailer made a whole lot of difference. And so Mike's going to show us a little bit there of what's going on. And we got the aquarium set up here full of water. And well, I believe your drag's backed off, Mike. Okay. Don't get hung now. We don't have a plug knocker with
That's about what I call a medium profile on that bait there.
Yeah.
That is that's a medium profile right there.
Yeah.
Mike, it sure is, old buddy.
And you
And
can
that's
see
the size. That's the size bait right now. That's really working good too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See them little legs are kicking and carrying on there. Works awful good around that. But you get a bait that's bucktail or bear hair or something like that, like you got right here, or synthetic, and it gets wet. It draws down to nothing.
Right.
Marabou,
Mhm.
when you get wet that marabou, it's down. You hardly just about see the hook.
Yeah.
And then you get the bucktail, which it don't shrink down as much because it don't take on the water like the bear hair or
You know, on that their twin tail there, Mike, they make a big one, and they make this size.
Yeah.
And they make one really in between that one and the big one. Stan Sloan, he used to have some that he called a hootenanny, and it was a little larger than this right here.
Yeah.
But this is what they call a creepy crawler.
Mm-hmm.
And son, that twin tail right there will work this time of year.
It sure is. And then, like I say, later on, and fish get deeper, then you may have to go to a bigger profile bait.
That Fat Albert twin tail is a dandy. Once that the bait gets bigger and the fish go deeper and the water gets hotter,
Yeah.
it'll work.
I guarantee
working
you
good.
that was the deal. And I was throwing same kind of jig, but I had the bigger trailer on it.
Yeah.
And she was caught 3 fish behind me. Well, I said, something's got to be changed.
Got to change.
Yeah. And Tim was back there hollering, when you going to catch another one? And she'd caught 3 behind me. And once she had caught one and turned right around and next catch caught another. And I'd just come through there and I said, okay. So I sat down there and put my trailer just like she had. And, buddy, it didn't take me 3 or 4 casts. And I had one and had another.
Yeah.
And that's it. It was all, it's the bait.
That's
You know,
right.
Yeah, it's just that's plain and simple. Mike, tie that hair jig on right there and put it in the water.
Okay.
All right, I got
I wanna
this.
show you something there about popping that bait loose when you get it hung up.
Oh, you gonna show me something?
Yeah. When you pull your rod up and flip your line to
Oh yeah,
like that.
yeah,
When you hang up, you
yeah.
reel up tight on it, and then pull your rod up and pull your line out to the side and flip it like that. And a lot of times it'll make
pop
that
loose.
That may not do it every time, but it'll do it
It'll
more
do
times
it
than it won't.
That's
Works a
right.
lot.
That's right. But
And if it don't, we got them little plug knockers like that. You can snap on the line, pull it down,
yeah,
and when you drop it down, then jerk your pole up and down a few times.
yeah, that thing just goes right down there, and you just like that right there,
Get it bouncing up and down.
99% of the time that'll get it loose. But
That's exactly right. It sure will, buddy.
It works wonders, and it's pretty simple. That's the big thing.
I've always been told. My daddy told me the older people that I fished with back yonder 75 years ago or so, they said that if you don't stay on the bottom, you ain't gonna catch no fish. So that's the way I feel about it. I stay on the bottom, and I get hung up a whole lot. I couldn't fish without that little plug knocker there, son. I'd lose everything I had, but that little plug knocker right there keeps me going.
Keeps you going. The first thing we do is pop that line and see if that'll get it loose.
Yeah.
If that don't, then we go to the little plug knocker.
Yeah.
And if that don't work, then we get the big one out.
Yeah. We got one with hooks on it, chains on it, and everything. We don't lose no baits.
We sure don't want to.
Especially the ones we're catching fish on.
Yeah. Yes, sir. If you go to investing $20 in a thing, plug or something there, you know, it's you want to get it back. You don't like to lose them too often.
Sir.
Yeah. So it makes it better if you can.
Here's another little bait, that little bait right there.
Yeah.
That's a little old 101 pork chunk.
I want Mike to get that. While he's getting that on there, I'll run through these advertisements here right quick. I've got a couple of things going on I want to make sure I mention from our sponsors. Let's do the what did we say that was? Huh? Otis. Let's do the Otis for Reynolds Racing and Marine. That's the side-by-sides, folks. Now, you know, I've got that flyer there's up on the screen. I've got one here in my hand, and just keep showing that thing, Herschel. Let me talk. Now, hey, at zero financing up there, and as low as $32 a week for your payment on that thing. And this is a Memorial Day sales event taking place there at Reynolds Racing and Marine, and man, those things are sharp. And I'm going to tell you what, I was with the gentleman down there the other day, and he had one of the top competitors on his truck, and he pulled in down there to get some something for his truck. And he said, I've been aiming to stop here, and I got to talking to him, and he said, man, these things are just absolutely loaded. And he said, what is the price? I said, wait a minute. I said, I don't work here. I just got visit. I said, they're a sponsor of mine, and I said, I try to advertise for them. And he said, well, man, these things look awesome. I said, well, so I got got Glenn out there then, and he went to telling him how much they were and what the price was, and that guy couldn't believe it. And his vehicle was about $6,000 more and didn't have near what that one's got. So go by, check those things out, and they absolutely look great. And like I said, the zero financing, payments as low as $32 a week. And for all that fun, 4-seaters, 5-seaters, 2-seaters, they're just loaded with disc brakes front and back. That was something that guy pointed out. They got big wheels on them, hitches and winches on both ends, a double winch front and back. You just whatever you want to do with it, and the beds raised on them and all that kind of stuff. So go by there and check that out for sure. Next thing I want to mention to you is the Cornered Lot Trading place in business there in Rockwood, Gary Baisley. Get with him. He's got the mulch in, the compost, and that kind of stuff for your garden. And make sure you remind him about the people that's providing him with the mulch and all that kind of stuff. The vendors have some incentives to get you to buy it. So if you go down there, make sure you mention that to him for sure. Roan Street Grill, best food in town. They're going to be closed Memorial Day. Don't blame them at all. And so get down there Sunday afternoon or whatever and get you a great meal. And they'll have Monday off like everybody else, and appreciate them doing that. Edgemore Outdoors. You guys need to get over there with Jim. stock up on what you need for this weekend, and get your baits and stuff there from Jim. All these baits I've got here came from over there, so he's got them, and a big selection of them, Bill.
He still got the finest selection that I've ever been in a store to look at, but he got anything you want.
Hey, it's no frills. It's all business.
That's
I
right.
mean, that's what he's got there is the stuff that'll work.
It works.
Yes,
That's
sir.
exactly right.
Yeah, and so get by there and visit with Edgemore Outdoors on that for sure, folks. And if you're by the Cracker Barrel this weekend, remember Pamela Ann's Fudge and Candies. That's their fudge there at the Cracker Barrel. Get you a sample of it, and then that way you know where to pick it up all the time, and for that. So wanted to mention that. Tim's Tires was by there today, and man, they got a warehouse full of tires and some great prices, and they got them all stacked up nice, displayed beautiful, so you can just walk down the aisle and pick out what you want, and they'll get it on your vehicle for you. Like to thank all the rest of my sponsors. You'll see them on the end, as we're scrolling through there on the bottom of the screen. And remember those roofers, folks. They do remodeling work and this, that, and the other. So licensed, bonded, get that phone number, commercial or residential. And Citizens First Bank, and so forth and so on. Let's see if I've missed anybody. Sign Shop, Shared Treasures, Mount Pisgah Bible Printing, and Carm. So want to just throw that out there. And like I said before, when you visit with them, please let them know you appreciate them putting on the show, Bill.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, I know that boy, that the roofer, old Jack Dunaway. I've known him for many years.
Yeah.
He done a job for me that was an excellent job.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it was #1.
Yep.
And he's a good fella, and he's right down the line.
Right down the line. That's right. And he helps a lot of people. I talked to him last week, and he was somebody put this woman's roof on and didn't put any of those rubber boots around her vent pipes. Well, they left it like it was, and the first time it rained, she called Jack, and he went up there and put them on. Didn't charge her a thing.
I know. Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so that's the kind of people we like to deal with, Bill.
It's the only kind of people to deal with.
That's right. And let's see. Speaking of that, okay, Mike, you got that ready to go?
I got this jig in her. That's one of Paul's jigs. Is that
Yeah.
bear hair or what?
I think it's bear hair.
It sure flexes awful easy, but I don't know whether that's water making that hair do that, or is that air bubbles that's in it there?
Maybe an air bubble in it there, Mike. Yeah.
You know, some of that hair is kind of like the bucktail. You get right up the center of that bucktail, and the hair is hollow.
Right.
And it wants to stand up and float, you know. And when you tie it, it flares out because of it being hollow, and it crimps it. And you get out next to the edges on the sides, and it's solid.
Yeah.
And it takes on water. It just lays flat on the hook.
Yeah.
A lot of you big jigs for your rockfish is tied out of that long hair, and it lays flat against the hook, right up the center.
Yeah.
It's shorter.
Well, yeah, on this here little pork chunk right there.
Yeah.
They make that in 3 sizes. They make it in a 101, a number 11, then they make it in the pro size, which is a bigger one.
Yeah.
And like I said, the bigger one is too big right now, unless you're fishing for great big fish. A little later on, down in September, October, when the bait gets bigger, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But this little thing right here, that little pork chunk right there, 101, it's a dandy for this time of year.
It is. It just looks. I mean, it's the size the crawdads are. That's all they can make out of it.
Well, them old crawdads is molting right now. They just come out of the from molting here this their highest full moon.
Right. I agree with you. Ain't no two ways about it.
You showed that film there on the St. Jude's there and stuff. Did you give the results of
Well,
it there?
that's what I was going to tell you. Scott Orr and his partner and I was supposed to got the standings of the tournament, but Scott Orr and the gentleman he was fishing with won the tournament with 19.96 pounds, almost 20 pounds, and then Jack Dunaway and Randy Harris had 1957. They lost about 3 hours of fishing time with a lower unit down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they had to get somebody to bring Randy's boat. Randy went back and put him on the bank, and this guy come down to met him there around Caney Creek, and Randy took his truck, or he took Randy to Kingston, and Randy went on home and got the boat, come back to Caney Creek, and they got all that clarified through with the tournament committee, and so they let him use another boat because it was broke down, and that fellow that met him took Jack's boat up there to Kingston and parked it.
Yeah.
It was a lower unit down. But they lost about 3 hours of fishing. And
still come in second.
Still come in second. Sure did.
I tell you, that's the kind of fisherman Jack Dunaway is,
Jack's
though.
a good fisherman.
He's tougher than a nail.
He's tougher than a nail. That's exactly right. And so congratulations to those two groups of people, and I'll get some more results here this coming week and try to have them there next week. Let you know what I'll do.
Scott Orr's is tougher than a nail too, buddy.
He is. He's a good little fisherman. He sure is. He's a dandy, and hard to beat him. Mike and I had 3 fish, weighed about 9 pounds, and we just didn't get nothing to go with them. We needed a couple of good bites, and we just couldn't get them. So, but then we had a great time, and it was a good cause. And
that was the thing. We didn't get 150 or more, but they got a little bit more than what they had last year, and maybe they'll keep growing. We'll get on up there some more on it, but they definitely got some money for a great cause.
Yeah. And
a good cause.
A good cause. And they run a great tournament. They're changing things every year. It's gotten better and better. The blast off down there went off smooth as a hitch. The weigh-in was great. Handled the fish properly. So they're moving right up.
Yes, sir.
Sure are. And that $100 for the 150th place, Mike and I decided just to, they called and wanted to know if we wanted our $100 back, and said no. Mike did. We'd send it to St. Jude's. So,
Right.
Mike, your receipt's in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So, thank you for doing that. Jack Raines called me the other day. Herschel, you got that picture? There it is. That's Chase Spradlin, and that's Jack's step-grandson, and that's a sturgeon, Mike, come out of the Holston River.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't know how much it weighed, and I didn't get the length of it, but man, it looks pretty good size to me.
Yeah. They've stocked them sturgeons in several
they
lakes
have. They sure
or
have.
rivers and things, and they're going to be in the lakes and the rivers all over here, and that's good. They really are a native fish
Yes, sir.
to our state right here.
And
They just fished out, died out,
Yeah.
and pollution killed a lot of them, but they've really come back.
Yeah,
they
well,
got
that's
it
great.
illegal to even keep one of them. You catch it, you got to release it because they're on the endangered species.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sure he released that baby, but he caught it standing on that dock right there. What he said.
They say them things can live 300 years.
Oh, they look way up there, son. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
There were the dinosaurs.
I've been thinking very seriously about seeing what caused them to live so long. I might just join them.
There you go.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. Boy, we need some phone callers about some fishing reports. Donnie Gallagher, what about the crappie? You've got about 9 minutes to give us a buzz over here. We need a crappie report. Bill, we know about the bass report on Chickamauga. You can tell us about that.
Well, I tell you what, I got to go for the first time since back in the late 70s or first part of the 80s. I had a big tournament one down there back in those days, and I never got to go back too many times. But I got to go down there here just recently and had a real good time with a real good friend of mine. And we caught several fish. never caught anything big. But I have talked to some people that do catch a lot of fish down there. The same day that I was down there fishing, I had 2 fishes up over 4 pound, I guess. That was all. Rest of them was just smaller fish. But a fellow that I know real well had a 9, a 8, and 5 over 6. And they were doing a little bit different than what we were. Like I said, that's the first time I've been there since a long time ago. And back when I was at my prime, I'd fish it with anybody. But fishing has changed so much and everything. And now then they go down there and they look for the fish. They don't. Some of them don't ever cast a lick till they find the bait and the fish.
Right.
And that's what my friend did down there when he had that 9, a 8, and 5 over 6. They're still down there. So I'm looking forward to going back with old Steve and Mike and fishing that thing again. It brought back a lot of memories to me while I was down there. I found that the flat buoys, your black buoys, that's the shallow side. The steep buoys is the deep side, and you want to fish down there in that 20, 25, 30 foot of water. For the bait, unless it's LY, they're not going to hardly go any deeper than that. The shad will stay up there in that 20, 25 foot that range, as even the water gets hotter and everything. And some of them will even be shallower than that. And I found out one thing, how they're catching them too. They catch them on bigger baits than I've ever fished. So I'm looking forward to trying one of them one of these days here soon.
All right. We may get a chance here in just a day or two. That sounds like a plan to me. I've talked to 2 or 3 fishermen. Right there comes somebody. I hope they've got a good fishing report for us. Ready, Herschel? Yeah. Hello, caller. There he is.
This is DJ Bill Lamprey.
Right.
I don't know if you read today's News Sentinel there about them posting signs on Bear Creek, below White Field.
Oh, I hadn't seen it. Hadn't heard anything about it. What do you got for us?
Well, they saying don't eat the fish on account of the mercury and PCB's contamination, which flows through East Fort Poplar Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's been the deal for a long time. They just now doing what they ought to have done a long time ago, to not eat the fish, because the creek has been contaminated for many, many years.
Yeah, they had it posted on Poplar Creek, and now they post signs on Bear Creek
right.
too. On account of they've got access down there now.
Right. Is that the place over on 95 you're talking about?
Well, I don't know. I guess it probably is.
Yeah.
Got a hard bridge down there at that access. Bear Creek's right across from it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a beach and all kinds of good little goodies down there for them. But it makes you wonder what else around there isn't worth eating.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got a good point. Yeah, I want to say that. You surely do.
I was going to say Uncle Mike shouldn't bring up that tank there, that fish tank.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Mike Richards is probably having flashbacks about fishing in the lobster tank in Food City.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
he may be off his medication.
Well, you think we might ought to get some creek crawdads and throw in this here aquarium?
Well, you know how sensitive he is. It's untelling what he may end up down there at the old Lions View.
Yeah, we had to zoom in on them crawdads, make them look big.
Well, did you hear him call in last week?
Yeah, well, I knew that once he put that that tank out there that he started having flashbacks.
All right, man, that's good. Okay.
Especially with that little Mickey Mouse rod, because, you know, he had that pocket fisherman.
Yeah.
And I was fixing to say last week there when you told him you might end up on Douglas Lake.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say we was going to have to start calling him Magic Mike.
Yeah.
With that all-terrain coat.
Yeah, I just done that for Mike to make sure he didn't take us the wrong direction. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he looked east when he was west.
He says he's going to get up and start walking, so that'd be even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
So I just thought I'd throw all that at you there, and toodaloo.
Hey, man, appreciate the info, and glad you called. Good to talk to you. I'll investigate that. Sure will. See you.
All right, toodaloo.
All right, bud. Okay, Tony. Okay, Herschel. How much time we got? 3 minutes. All right. 2 minutes, folks. I gotta go right here. We got some tournaments. We got this Edgemoor East Tennessee Bass Trail coming up here. Their next tournament is June the 10th. June the 10th, and it's at Kingston City Park. That'll be a good tournament right there. At the gravel pit, and 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's a night tournament. Man, let me make a note of that. Yeah. 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. That'd be a good tournament right there. Sure will. The Blue Ridge Bassmasters looks like they're bearing down on this June 11th at Watch Bar at Rockwood. And USA Bass, well, looks like all their tournament trails over with. I'll put them in another pile. And then we've got White Pine Marine, June the 25th at Cherokee Lake, 25E Bridge. East Tennessee Catfish Anglers, I know they've started their night trail. That was the other day. Their next tournament is at the Gary Lindsay, July the 1st through the 2nd. Tellico Canal Ramp, that's a memorial tournament to Gary Lindsay. And you can bass fish or catfish, Bill. You can do either one. Good deal there. James Knuckles be June the 4th at Watch Bar. That's the volunteer bass trail. And the team trail is June 18th on Watch Bar. And let's see, one more, 6/18, that's Loudon, that's the Fishers of Men. And that done all the tournaments in except for the Heartlands, and there's a bunch of them. How much we got? 15 seconds? Oh, my goodness. Folks, remember what we're serving here this weekend, Memorial Day. And God bless you. Hope to see y'all next week.
Make it safe.
Make it safe. Catch a lot.
Appreciate your service, too,
Yes,
Bill.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Rodney and Kay Harback invite everyone to come on over to Roan Street Grill to experience a pleasant dining experience with them. Rodney knows how important it is to get folks back to work after lunch, so they have a speedy lunch at Roan Street Grill. They will get you in and get you out. Every day they have a special at lunch or order off the menu. So go visit the fine folks at Roan Street Grill. Call them at 865-285-6025. That's Roan Street Grill, across from Jerry Duncan Ford in Harriman. Call them at 865-285-6025.